Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2023 and the final part of this series. Yes, this will be the last time that we use Newcastle in this version of the game. We might come back next year in the beta, but the beta is over and I think it's time to finish up because there is no better occasion than a Champions League final at the Fußball Arena München against Chelsea in a game that really we're probably favourites to win. So this does feel like a natural point of conclusion. Now you may be wondering, why haven't I shown the end of the Premier League season? And that is because we continued to implode. First against Southampton, where it took a 96th minute penalty just to spare our blushes from defeat. We then drew 1-1 with Leeds in a really poor game. And then we did manage to beat Everton 4-0. By that point, it was far too late. Liverpool were already champions. City even finished above us, and we've dropped down to third with 79 very disappointing points. Bearing in mind we were only 9 points away from winning the league. You look at these games against Burnley, the defeat against Villa, the draw with Southampton, the draw with Leeds. If we'd won those 4 games, we'd have taken the title. It's as simple as that. Also against Liverpool, we lost the game, and then the other game against Liverpool, we did manage to win that one at least. But it's this run here at the end of the Premier League season where we only won 2 of our final 7 Premier League games. That is not a good way to go about trying to win a title. But hopefully our Champions League form continues today against Chelsea. We've got our strongest possible 11 going out there. Players will fit because they've had a nice 2-week break. If we have a look at the Chelsea squad as well for this one, you can see Isaac and Lukaku are the 2 strikers. Diaz, Saint-Maximin up against Sterling and Gonzalez. Midfield, it is Timber, Gallagher and Camavinga against Conte, Mount and Kovacic. And then we have Gvardiol, Niakate, Garcia and Justin in defence up against Chilwell, Sotolo, Fofana and James, and then Mendy and Lafont, the 2 French-speaking goalkeepers in the goal. Try and get the players motivated. Didn't seem to work. Also going to double check that I definitely did set this up. I did indeed. So we can enjoy the final here against Chelsea. Ben Chilwell sends the ball in. Lukaku heads it on. Garcia happy to clean it up. Now Timber back to Lafont. Niakate here to Camavinga. Ball over the top, and Isaac might get there. He's ahead of Fofana. He's in on goal, and it's another early goal. Isaac with the finish 5 minutes in, and we are 1-0 up in the Champions League final, which we can be very, very happy with. Camavinga over the top. There was Isaac with the touch, and then he finished it for 1-0. Very, very good goal there from Isaac. That is what we've needed from him. A little bit more in the league. We have not been taking our chances, and that is ultimately why we failed to win the Premier League title. But at the moment, we're keeping Chelsea well contained. They have a corner, though. Be disappointing to concede from a set piece, but Mount's going to do his best. He launches it in, and that was in the melee. Dealt with. Kante with the effort, and that was just whipping in, but fortunately did not bend enough at the last minute as it flew past the far post. Chelsea there showing that they will remain dangerous in this match as the ball goes in. Here's Gonzalez given up. Lafont to Niakate. He launches it down the line, but Fofana deals with it. Kante out wide to Gonzalez. He puts it in, and Lukaku is there, and he makes it 1-1. No offside check needed. He was clearly on, and Chelsea are back on terms, and suddenly I am feeling somewhat more nervous. I don't know why. Whenever we go ahead early, we have to throw the game away. We can never just add to it. And Gonzalez played it in for Lukaku on a plate from that sort of distance. He's never going to miss. And it is 1-1 against Chelsea. Now, one thing I've noticed this season is we've had very few red cards for teams that we've played against. All the red cards have been our side as Gonzalez just heads the ball into Lafont's arms. I don't know what the boys are doing out there, but they're doing their best to throw away this opportunity. Mount with a corner now. Puts it in, and Fofana, it's on the line, and we just clear it away. What are the boys doing? They are desperate to throw away any chance of being champions of Europe. It's Mount with the corner. He puts it in, and it's headed over the top. I'm demanding more from the team. This has been unacceptable since we went ahead. We are not creating the chances that we should be creating. We're allowing Chelsea to dominate the possession, and we're going in at half-time all square, but it could easily have been much, much worse. Isaac has not reacted well to my criticism, but he should be scoring more goals than he is. The amount of XG that he generates, he should be getting 50, 60 goals a season, not 42 that I think he's on at the moment. But time running out here, half an hour of normal time to go, and Reece James with a free kick in a dangerous position. Kante's gone off with a knock and is coming back onto the field. James takes a free kick and it just bends wide of the post. Camavinga here also has a knock, so we will make a little change. Let's see who we can bring on for him in central midfield. Probably Joe Willock, I think, rather than Højbjerg. We've got a lot of players on yellow cards as well, including the fullback, so let's swap those around as well. And hopefully the fresh legs can do us some good, except Sessegnon is not on the pitch. It'll be Guehi going in at left back. Half an hour left to go. We need to do something here against Chelsea. Corner, Brahim takes it in. Cleared away. We do not score enough from corners these days. Timber following up. Now Guehi. Back to Timber. Plays it over the top. Chilwell away. Brahim back in. It comes to Brahim once more. And he's blasted it wide. Brahim's been so reliable for goals in these big games, but he's missed that one. He's also on a yellow card. He's also struggling for fitness. It might be time to take him off on that attacking right of midfield. João Pedro maybe could come on, and then maybe Gallagher coming off as well for Bruno, I think. And then I think that basically does us for today. Gonzalez there, faced up by Garcia. It goes out for a corner, and luckily that corner means there's no goal from that highlight. Into the last 10 minutes of this game, and it is very, very tense. So Maximin with a corner, in it goes, away by Lukaku. João Pedro should be able to deal with it, and does. Now Sam Maximin doesn't get the ball because it's intercepted, cleared away, but into the ether where Timber picks it up. Down the line for Bruno, over for Isaac, he's in on goal, and he's done it. The flag's gone up. Surely he wasn't offside there. Surely not. VAR controversy in the 85th minute, and the goal's been disallowed. I can't believe that was offside. That would have been his 44th goal of the season. It would have won the Champions League. Mount with a corner instead, and luckily Appelkamp's header just goes wide. Very tense finish here. Few minutes left to go. What's going to happen? It's a full-time whistle, and we are going to extra time. I'm going to say I'm happy because I don't want Isaac to react badly this time. Well, there's a question of whether he should come off for Marlon. Maybe defensive midfield is an area that needs a little change if we bring Højbjerg on, and then we are out of substitutions. But a little bit of freshness might just help us here in added time. What can we do as the clock ticks down? Surely this isn't going to penalties. Chelsea have the ball. Chalobah back to Mendy. He sends it forward. Niakate's header comes to Bruno. Willock. Niakate now over the top, but James should be able to deal with that. So Maximin following him. Mendy's back there and he's giving it away to Willock under pressure. And Willock then puts it in, and Isaac is there, and Isaac does score. That absolute genius team talk to say I'm happy with the players. I saw he was unhappy with the negative feedback at half time. Gave him some positive reinforcement even though we were still tied, and he rewards the man management with a goal from Willock's ball in. Excellent finish from Isaac past Mendy. A mistake by Fofana there at the byline allows us to take the lead in extra time of a Champions League final. Can we see this out? 10 minutes away from European champions. Chelsea struggling, not able to make things happen. Willock's got a knock. 5 minutes to go. It's Guehi. Back to Niakate. Now Højbjerg. All the players will be shattered at this point. Sam Maximin can't get there. Jorginho to Mount. Now Lukaku. Appelkamp makes a run. He's in behind. He's through on goal, and Guehi clears it. There's a good tackle in there. Now Mount to Jorginho. Cucurella on the left side puts it in. Mazraoui just about gets that away, and now Isaac will try to counter. It's what he's good at. He finds Bruno, and he tries to pick out Sam Maximin. Højbjerg does find him. He's through on goal, and he's just sent that one wide of the post. Minutes ticking away for Chelsea. We are 1 minute away and we've done it. We are the champions of Europe. We've beaten Chelsea in extra time. There is the paraphernalia to celebrate our success. Newcastle United, champions of Europe. Look at that, Garcia with the Champions League trophy. They've got the actual stuff in there this year. And he gets to lift it in front of the Geordie faithful. The Saudi Arabian owners will be very, very happy if this comes to fruition in real life. But we have managed to win the Champions League, a major bit of silverware to end the series on such a great high note. I genuinely wasn't sure we were going to win this when during normal time it looked like they were going to get a winner. I mean, look at how that game swung around, but we did manage to do it at the end. Isaac, our hero, with 2 goals, and we have won the Champions League for Newcastle. What an amazing achievement that is. 17 million paid out for winning it. The board are delighted, evidently. We get 2.5 million, another 22 million, the money pouring in. Not that we really need it, but we have won the Champions League. And here's the end of season. You can see the new arrivals. Marlon was fantastic. Scored 21 goals. Only started 18 games. Gallagher, I was really happy with. There was some derision at his signing. James Justin was very good as well. Gavardio was excellent. Lafont, I thought, was a decent keeper. Timber was a good signing. João Pedro wasn't great. He didn't do very well. But he scored that absolute banger against Chelsea in the Champions League semi-final. Mazraoui was a good addition. Maddison didn't really play very much. And Guehi was a good rotation option. Some of the players that went out, I think we could be fairly happy with. Not that it really matters. The results this season, disappointing in the league, but amazing that we won the Champions League. Look at that. I mean, A+, of course, but C+ in the league for a third place finish when we were in the title race until very late on. It's a little bit harsh. Very harsh critics, the Newcastle owners. 7-0 win over Brighton in the Premier League. 5-0 win over Sevilla in the Champions League. Goal of the season went to Bruno Guimaraes against Southampton. We've grown the sponsorship a lot, almost doubled it. Broadcast revenue's actually gone down for some reason, but prize money goes up. New 1-year deal for 132 million. I wonder if that was a dodgy Saudi Airlines type deal. But I think we can be fairly happy with how this has all gone. I'm pretty happy. You can see Isaac setting records as well. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic. Winning the Champions League with Newcastle. I think we can be pretty happy with our work at the club in just 3 seasons. You can see the squad here. If we sort them out by position, maybe, might help. And you can see Lafont, the excellent goalkeeper. There's so much value in the club now as well. Conor Gallagher looks sensational for people that weren't convinced by his signing. Camavinga's incredible. Bruno Guimaraes was incredible. But Alexander Isak's been the real star of this series. His goals, utterly crucial. 38 league goals, 42 goals the next season, and then 44 goals the season after that. Getting better and better. He didn't even play that many games the last 2 seasons because he was often injured, and yet he still got more goals than he had games for Newcastle in all 3 seasons in the Premier League. I think we could be very happy, and he'd be going for a lot more than 140 million if you ask me. But that is going to be it for this series. If you did enjoy it, drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe for the new series when it comes out soon. But until next time, see ya.